Hey everybody, how's it going? As the current round 8 of season 4, and the roundup is kind of approaching its final hours here, as you can see. I should probably go ahead and try to run through this race day event featuring one of the two new cars that's been featured in this version of the game, right? Peugeot 9X8, the Le Mans Hypercar class racer. All right, so yeah, that's it's a pretty standard affair, right? It's a race day event, so you have 5 stages. There's a PR requirement. That is, what was a PR requirement for this one? 100.7. And in order to reach that PR requirement, you're going to have to spend some like 575 gold and almost 2 million motorsport dollars. It's like 1.998 and change. So that's, yeah, about 2 million, right? And for your effort, you get to win the car, which is worth 3 million motorsport dollars. So it's a motorsport dollar car. So, I mean, 3 million is pretty expensive though, right? Considering there's a 5 million cap on how much you can earn. Um, and then, of course, 6,500 victory points, 100 gold, and 250,000 motorsport dollars. So, uh, I guess the net cost is more like 475 because we get 100 back after we spend 575, right? And yes, maybe 1.75 million motorsport dollars as the cost. Then once you win the car is featured in a motorsport series, a new one called Beginning of a New Chapter, since it's a sort of a new Le Mans class car, right? I mean, we've had the Ferrari 499P in the kind of the same class, I guess, inheriting the heritage of Le Mans Prototype 1, the LMP1 class, right? So that series has been long retired at this point. So the basically LMH, right? Le Mans Hypercar class is the sort of a successor to that series. So yeah, this would be that in that series, notably featuring no ginormous wing in the back, right? That's the design choices are always interesting when different manufacturers bring that to the table. Anyway, without further ado, let's get rolling. Yeah, let's see. Yep, usual message. Completed within time to win the car. Right. Stage 1, Royal Entry. Glad to see you. We're gonna be at Catalonia. And then we're racing a new racer, right? Peugeot, or new manufacturer. So that's kind of fun. All right. So da di da di da. So it's not just a photo shoot. Perform a series of race drills. I'll get the photographers ready. Okay, so first 4 stages feature 4 goals. So 16 goals through first 4 stages, and final stage features 5 goals. So total of 21 goals to complete. And in terms of race earning wise, I was able to, yes, I have completed this series on my other main account a while ago, as many of you guys may have done so already as well, if you were able to afford it. Right? Yeah, you should be able to get through like the first 2 goals of the final stage before you max out your 250,000 daily motorsport dollar earnings cap, right? So I'll probably get through up to that point in day 1 and just kind of complete the rest of the event in the once the motorsport dollar cap gets reset for the next day. So anywho, uh, warm up your tires to 100% and place at least fifth, right? And 3 hours of instant service and instant upgrades as per usual. And base PR, we're starting at 87.3, and in order to reach the required PR 100.7, basically we're gonna get do the usual stuff where we get 3 upgrades across the board, except for suspension. We only need 2 upgrades there. I know third stage upgrades are all motorsport dollars, so you're kind of saving a little bit on the motorsport dollars, but hey, that's what's required. So let's go ahead and put some upgrades on, spend some cash here, right? While the instant upgrades available. And yeah, first couple of stages you should be able to complete without spending any gold, so that's always kind of nice. Win a few gold for your effort, and get to take a new car out for a spin as well, even if you don't plan on going all the way. So besides, I got some motorsport dollars to burn here, as I was over the limit of 5 million when I completed the Lotus Emira GT4 limited series. That got me over the, because the earnings on that one, the bonus earning, right, was just like really high. So much appreciate that. We could have had something like that maybe in this one too, but maybe they're realizing, the developers that is they're realizing limited series not as popular perhaps, because especially for motorsport dollar cars, because yeah, you can grind it out, or you can just, you know, get it at a discount. You might miss out on like 5,000 victory points, but you know, if you're not trying to, you know, I mean, if I guess you'd rather not grind out, then there you go. Maybe that's what they're thinking. All right, so we're surrounded by some LMP3 and LMP2 cars in this grid for at least the beginning. I think that's the main. Those are the main racers that we'll be competing against, if I remember correctly. Get some drifting going for increasing the what do you call it, tire temperature. Look at the brake lights. That's pretty cool looking. And you can actually see the back because there's no ginormous wing. Just a tiny one. All right. Nice. All right, they asked for at least fifth, but yeah, we can win it. So let's go ahead and do so. Okay. All right, that is good enough for goal 1 of 21 goals to complete in this series. All right. 9,800 motorsport dollars, of course, is the payout for a lap around Catalonia Grand Prix. All right. Takes out about 4.5 service bars. And 1 down, 20 more to go. Right. Okay, so goal 2, plain and simple. Lap under minute 37. All right. Seems straightforward enough. Not exactly a time trial, but let's try to keep it clean. Alright, minute 37. And it is, at the end of the day, Le Mans prototype car. Right? At least successor to that class of cars. Just we just call it Hypercar. I think the main difference is, obviously it's a new regulation, so I think the cost cap, I think they lowered that significantly. Because LMP1 was like pretty much whatever you can throw at the wall, you can throw at it, right? Which made the, I guess, competition not as competitive, and since only so many entities around the world can afford to spend nearly as much for developing a car for a single race event, right? So by doing it this way, having lower cost cap, basically you make the bar of entry much lower, so more competitors can jump in, right? So, such as Peugeot in this case. All right. So another easy victory. So 2 goals down. And goal 3, so we're halfway through the stage 1. Add some challenge and overtake 6 different points. I believe this is one of those goals that ends as soon as you make those overtakes, and you're automatically given the first place victory. So let's see how quickly we can make that happen. We're starting in P8, so we only need to get up to what, P3 or P2? P2, I guess. But as soon as we get there, it's the end. So only needed to get through like first 3 corners, or 25 seconds and change for another quick victory and another 9,800 motorsport dollars. So yeah, these race day events, not too difficult. Most difficult part about it is the affordability, right? 575 gold, or I guess with the earning 475 gold. Little bit harder to spend on a single car, right? Although, given all the other cars available in the game, I feel like that's relatively cheap. Especially compared to the LMP ones, right? Which are pretty much all 1,000 gold, right? So, alright, so last goal of stage 1. We got endurance, cover the most distance before the timer runs out, place at least 3rd. So, for this one, we just need to look at the 3rd distance, 5.4 kilometers. So that's really all we need to cover then. Alright, so we'll give them the minimum. 5.4 kilometer is the target for me. All right, so 5.4 kilometers. I want to say that's maybe a little bit more than a lap here at Catalonia. So we stay behind, will it take more than like 90 seconds or for some of these guys? Probably. Yeah, these guys are driving extremely slow at the tail end of this grid, as expected, right? All right, how about you now? Can you move it? And while we're at it, let's check out some different racing views. So here's the bumper view to get a nice close look at our opponent's rear end. And here's the hood view with the ginormous fin in the front. Gives you where the center is. Very nice, clear idea as we stare at letter Z, letter Z, in the back of our opponent. And then let's hop in. Steering looks like an LMP1 car with lots of buttons, dials, lots of information. Alright, we need to get up to third place. I cannot see what those, that was fifth, I think. So this guy's gonna be the fourth, and then third is gonna be right up here. Alright, that's all we need to do, right? Let's just make sure. Yeah, place at least third. Check out the interior. Look in the back. Alright. 5.5 kilometer run at Catalonia for wrapping up our stint here at Catalonia. Right. So a little bit under 7,000 motorsport dollars for that effort. That's fine. And didn't even use up all the service bars. Look at that. All right, so that is good enough for stage 1. And for your effort, we get to pick up a few rewards, such as 750 victory points and 10 gold and 20,000 motorsport dollars. So of course that's all without having to put any upgrades on at all, because technically you didn't need to. I put it on just because we're gonna need it. I'm gonna go through all the way. But if you're not able to afford much, then there you go. You can actually win some without spending any. So that's not bad. All right, pick up those victory points. And the bonus motorsport dollar earning, 20,000 motorsport dollars. Of course, that's not affected by the daily cap, nor the 5 million cap. So if you're, not concerned about motorsport dollar, how you manage it, then you can go through all 5 stages in one sitting and just cap out whatever you can cap out at, right? So, all right, fantastic run. Why is that suspicious tarp buzzing? What? That's atmospheric tension. Even silence needs a drum roll. That is not silence, that's glowing. Pack up while pretending there's not a cursed carnival hiding behind us. Alright, so that was the end. That is the end of our stint at Catalonia. We're heading to Belgium for stage 2, for Spa. Trailer shots Looks like this is a bigger production than I thought. Alright, so we'll head on to stage 2 in the coming next video coming up, so stay tuned and we'll catch you guys in the next one. See you there.